Welcome to episode 36 of the Isla Paradiso bunch. In this episode, we've got the same crew as usual: Hayley, Josephine, Judy, Jeannie, Sam, Diana, Craig and Muriel. But we will mostly be seeing Judy and Craig. If you remember last episode, Judy found that she could smash the boulders next to the little fishing hole. And she's done that, and now she's going down the steps to see what she can find down there. And there's a room with doors in it, and most of those doors are locked. She's got to find one that is not locked. And of course, when she does that, we know she's going to go through it. Okay, there's a door there. Is it locked? The rest of them all seem to be locked. No, it's not locked. She can get through that one. So off you go, Judy. Let's go start this adventure and see what's down here. This tomb is not related to any adventures that you get off the board. So you can come down here anytime you have got Pangu's axe, because you need the axe to break the boulder to get in. Now the problem with this first little puzzle is you've got to cover 5 floor switches with 4 pushable statues. Can't leave that one there, Judy. You've got to keep pulling it. Come on. Are you going to push it? Right. That's okay. Push. Got it. So there, that one's going to cover 2 floor switches. Now we've just got to get the remaining 2 pushable statues over the remaining 2 floor switches, which is not as easy as you might think. Better leave that one where it is for now, or you'll never get the other one on the other switch. Or you will, you can do it, but it's a bit more complicated. Just pull it down one. You see, the problem with this particular final switch is the shape of where the walls are. Judy's got to be able to fit between the wall and the pushable statue to be able to push or pull it. And she wants to put this statue on the floor switch that's at the top of the screen at the moment. So she's not going to leave it on the one that's on at the moment. She's going to move it up, push it uphill. That's it. You've nearly finished now. So now you just got to pull that last pushable statue onto the final floor switch. And see if we can unlock a door somewhere. So that's the door. Okay, go through it, Judy. Right, now what are you going to do? See what you can see. Better come down here, I think. Go through that door. See if there's... Yes, there is a... You've got to always keep looking for them. Hidden doors in walls. There are everywhere in this tomb. You need to find them. There are a lot of things that are critical that you must find to be able to complete it, but there are other things that you can leave and come back at it later on when you've got more time. And by more time, it's best, I find, to wait for things you couldn't find, wait until you've been to Egypt and got the Eye of Horus, because it works like the collection helper, except it tells you where treasures are. And it's very useful with finding rooms that you haven't got into yet, but which you can get into because there's treasure in there. So she's come across a heart-shaped keystone, which she can pick up. She must need that for something. You often find a keystone near a spot where you need to use the keystone. Sometimes you just find random keystones lying around, but mainly when you find one, you're going to need to use it straight away. And there she's using it to open up that treasure chest. There's a couple of treasures in it. Drop a stone and some relics. And there's another floor switch there that you can go and stand on. Luckily, usually they can navigate their own way from where they are to where you click on the floor to tell them they need to be. Some parts of this tomb, though, that isn't the case. Okay, that's opened up another door by the look of it. Yep, there's one just there that she's opened. But she's got to get out of there, and there's a dart trap that she's triggered as well. I've discovered that she can, see the darts? She's going to attempt to cross. It's quicker than disarming it. And she made it. Some Sims can do that, and some Sims don't seem to be able to. If they get hit by the darts, they end up asleep for a while, and they've got to get up and, afterwards and continue on. But it takes, you just stop playing for a few seconds or a minute, something like that. So there's that door she just unlocked. Now this next bit that she's getting to, you can do it with a single sim, but I prefer to do it with two. Because with a single sim, you've got to do either cheat and do the teleport thing, or you've got to do the Zen port, and you've got to do a few of them. So it takes hours and hours to do if you only have one sim and you just choose to go the Zen port way. So I'm calling Craig down to operate that pushable statue. Judy can pull it out of the way first, though. Here's Craig. Let's hope I call him Craig all the way through. I'll probably revert to Sam every so often, but if I say Sam, you know I mean Craig. Okay, Judy needs to walk into that little bit just past the floor plate and stand and wait for Craig to push the statue onto it. Off you go, Craig. Push that statue. Come on, push. One more push. Oh, come on, push it. Got it. So there's a floor switch, not a floor switch, a wall switch in there, a hole in the wall. And Judy's got to dig in that hole in the wall. And she's found the switch and she's unlocked some more doors. That one there, and she's found a hidden door as well. Now she's got to get out of there, so Craig has to pull that statue out of the way for her. Or she could push it herself, but Craig's in the way. And that hole in the wall vanishes as soon as that statue goes off that plate. Come on, Judy, out of there now. Move. Now, Craig, push that statue back. Just one big push. That's all you got to do, Craig. Just one big push. Got it. Now Judy's got to push it. Can you imagine having to Zen port through all of these pushes just if you try and do it with one sim? Got it. Now that door's unlocked. Before, every time I went through that door, there was always those pale pink glowy butterflies, but they haven't been there for a long time now. I suppose they're random, and I randomly got them all the time for years, and now I'm randomly never getting them. So she's just found a couple of things in that. I used to like going to that room to catch a butterfly, because I didn't see them anywhere else. They're those pink ones that glow, that sparkle. They sparkle. I think they're called glowy or something like that. Now they need to go through that door that they just unlocked. I just had to take a little break from the narration because little Mickey was at my feet and he started growling. I don't know what at. I thought you probably didn't want to hear dogs growling in the middle of the video. Let's find if there's any hidden doors in here. You've got to keep looking for hidden doors. They're everywhere. But again, as I said before, if you don't find them, providing it's not a critical door, you can always come back later. It's easy to forget that the other 6 Sims are still in the world. They're all occupying themselves while we're doing this particular adventure, or tomb really. It's Tuatha's tomb, as you discover when you get to the very end, because you find the tomb collection for this particular tomb. So look, we've revealed a set of stairs by opening that particular treasure chest and got some ancient coins. You need a lot of ancient coins, and you need your visa to be high to be able to buy things from the special merchant, and that's where you get the Eye of Horus from, which you're going to need to find all the bits you've missed in the tombs, because it will show you where treasures are still lying. Now we've got to get that door unlocked, and we've got to get this little puzzle worked out here. There's only 2 pushable statues there, the rest are just blocking your way. So you've got to work out how to fix it. So Judy's going to pull that statue back out of the way. Looks like Craig's going to pull the other one. They're going to do this job between the 2 of them. I nearly called him Sam then. Come on, Craig, give it another pull. Now somebody's going to need to pull that other statue out of the way. Looks like Judy's going to do that. I've got a dog beside me snoring. I hope the snores don't come through the video. I don't think it will. He's very quietly snoring, but it's definite snoring. He's getting sleepy. I guess they'll have to sleep soon. Fortunately, this tomb is big enough that they can actually put their tent up in a few spots inside the tomb. It's fairly hard to find a place up near the little fishing hole because the ground is not level enough up there. There are places you can fit your tent up top, but you're better off putting it up in the tomb. So that's unlocked that door. They both should have a tent, but we'll only need one of them put up, so looks like Judy's the active sim. She can place her tent. There it is. There we go, right in the water pile. Let's hope it's got a nice waterproof bottom to this tent. That water's from the steam trap that's there in that amongst that green patch on the left-hand side of the screen there. So they can both sleep in there. They're pretty good friends now. There's no romance between them, but it doesn't have to be. You know, they can still be friends and just share that tent. So back at the base camp, there's Diana and Josephine eating in the kitchen. Thought we might as well check on them while Judy and Craig are having a sleep. There's Muriel. She's back. Some of them have got beds to sleep in and some of them haven't. There might be spare beds upstairs, otherwise they'll have to put up a tent in the backyard. I've often ended up having to put tents at the back of the base camp for some of my sims, but there's Jeannie having a nap. She'd be better off sleeping. There's a couple of spare beds there, if they can just get to them before other sims do. Now these two are waking up. Judy better remember to pick up the tent. You don't want to leave it here. And go through that door that we unlocked before you went to sleep. There it is. We've found there's a pushable statue that she can pull to get to that treasure chest. Another pull. I think you need 2 more pulls actually. Didn't want to do pull far because she could have ended up all the way across the other side of the room. And we don't have to go that far, but 1 more pull will be just good. Because there's a trap there and we wanted to trigger it. And the pushable statues will disarm a trap easily. So now she can go and open that treasure chest. Get a treasure out of it. Just some relics. So now, this next bit, I've always needed 2 sims to do it, but you could possibly do it with 1. First of all, we've got to push that pushable statue over the steam trap to turn it off, and then push it back onto that floor plate to get the next steam trap turned off. And then we'll go down those stairs to the next level down. This is the bit where I found for quite a long time they couldn't walk from where Judy is now to the top of those steps, but now they seem to be able to do it. I mean, they could walk there, but you had to tell them every 2 or 3 paces to keep walking. You couldn't just tell them to go to the top of the steps. Initially you could, and then you couldn't for a long time, and now you can again. Okay, that's confusing enough. We've got to find a door here, because we've got to find a way out of this little room. So that door's locked that Sam's come to. And Judy doesn't see any hidden doors there, so let's give it a spin around and see if we can see any doors reveal themselves. Yeah, that's the one that's locked. You can't get through that one. But there's another one that may not be locked. So yes, you can go through that. So Sam and Judy can go through, not Sam, Craig and Judy can go through that door. Yeah, this is the bit where you need two. I said that a bit too far in advance. It's this bit here that I always need two sims. So Craig can wait for Judy to catch up before he goes, oh well, he's done it anyway. Come on, Judy. You go and stand on the other floor switch beside Craig. You're on level 3 down, third basement. I thought you were on level 3. But hard to keep track of it sometimes. Okay, so now they've turned off those dart trap that was in front of them, but they've turned on the steam trap that is now behind them. They've just crossed that. Now in front of them now there is dart traps that they can't get past, so they've got to turn them off by standing on those floor switches. So that floor switch will turn on the darts behind and off in front. That floor switch turns them off behind and on in front. So Judy, get off. And Craig might need to get off as well, very carefully. Hop off, Craig, carefully. We don't want you getting darted. It'll slow the game down a bit if you get darted. Right, now get back on it so you can turn that switch off in front of you. I mean, I suppose you could do it with one sim. It's just getting the logic right. Stand on which switch and off that switch. It'll take a while to do, that's all. So she's got to clear that boulder with her Pangu's axe, while Craig looks in that hole in the wall. So there's got to be a hidden door in front of Judy now, otherwise what's the point of the boulder? So Craig has switched something. I suppose that's unhidden or unlocked a door. I suppose there's that door over there that was locked before. It's unlocked now. Yes, you can go through that door now. But we can't get back there because of all the obstacles behind us. We've got to go around. So she's found that hidden door. Grapes. Sam can start harvesting grapes. This is where you can come to get the grapes if you want these good grapes, providing you've got Pangu's axe and you don't want to wait to get the adventure to go to the land grabs manor in the basement there. You can get the grapes as well, but you can get them here. This is a good place to come to get those hard to find grapes. Yeah, the only way out of here is if you find a hidden door. Hopefully, I think she's found one there. Otherwise, she wouldn't be looking, would she? And Craig's obstructed from getting the next lot of grapes, so I suppose he's waiting for that door to come open, the one that Judy's trying to open at the moment. So there's got to be more grapes behind that door. So she's got to push this one open. It's always hard to know if you've got to tell her to push or if the door will open all by itself. There it is, it opened. That one opened fairly easily. Yeah, I was wondering if there was a hidden door back there. Doesn't look like it. So, we've got a little hallway here to get through. Judy can take a little wander along that hallway, and Craig can as well. He's probably going to find more grapes to harvest when he gets to the end and goes through that door that is open, because you can see it's open. There's the grapes in the corner there. Might be Avellino or something. I don't know which sort they are. They're greenish anyway. Judy's got to keep looking for hidden doors. There's more hidden doors here, otherwise you won't get out of this part of the tomb without going back to where she came from. And we want to progress. So there's a jewel she can pick up. There's a cut gem. Is that? Yeah, that's a hidden door that we've just found in that wall for her to try to open. While she searches for that door, see if she can get it open. There must be a trick to it somehow. I'm sure Sam will find more grapes once we get this door open. We're actually getting close to the end of the video. It's not the end of the tomb. We'll have to continue this particular tomb in the next video because this is getting too long. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. There's a doorway there that they can go through, but we still keep looking for hidden doors. Yes, she's got through that one. More grapes for Sam to harvest. Just another minute or two and it'll be over for this video, and I'll have to start working quickly on the next one to get you all the way through this tomb. There's quite a lot of the tomb still to go. It's not almost at the end. This is a very big tomb for them to do. There's another hole in the wall there that I suppose Judy can investigate to see what it does. See, there's a large dark area in the middle there. I'm sure that will be all fully revealed before long, but it mightn't be revealed in this episode. That was a puppy then, having a dream, if you could hear it. You know how it sounds like when puppies are dreaming. Little yelps. It's either Mickey or Mia, I'm not sure which one. I think it's Mickey. So, there's the steps have been revealed. That's the end of this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it so far with the adventure that it's going to continue in the next episode. Bye bye for now.